Hi, my name is Christopher Wong, and I'm directing a new documentary film called Torn, which is about Pastor Ken Fong's quest to reconcile his own church and his own faith with other Christians who identify as part of the LGBT community. Now, there have been other films which have addressed the issue of homosexuality and church doctrine, but we aim to make something much different, something much more personal, something which gets at the heart of the individuals involved. Here with me now are the individuals who make up the filmmaking team. We have Chris Min, Director of Photography. We have Elisa Oh, the Associate Producer. And we have Marsha Lee, our producer.
We are looking to raise $50,000 for this documentary. The $50,000 will go to all shooting as well as the initial phase of editing. Now, because this is a totally unscripted project, we're not really sure where it's going to end up, but we have a pretty good idea of where it's headed. And of course, the best person to explain all this is Pastor Ken himself.
We can't stay where we are. And where we are is defined by two positions. One position says that God doesn't make anyone gay. So if you think you're gay, it's because you chose that, and that's a sinful choice. So your only option is to actually become straight. And if somehow that doesn't work for you, it doesn't happen, then you just have to choose a lifetime of being celibate. The other position is saying that, well, you didn't choose to be gay. That's just who you are. That's how God made you. And if you actually happen to be a Christian, you don't necessarily have to live a life that's any different than a gay person who's not a Christian. I'm not happy with either of those positions. And so part of this call, a huge part of this call that I believe God has given to me, is to look for a map to find another way. A way that brings us forward as families, as churches, as denominations, and maybe even as a nation, so that we can learn to both take the Bible seriously, but at the same time to take what Jesus says seriously about how we're supposed to love everyone, including gay people. I hope to do this by having conversations with gay people who are Christians, with pastors that are now coming forth and telling me how much they're struggling with this issue and how to live this out in their churches in meaningful ways, and even bringing this to the public in conferences and workshops where I try to create a safe environment where we can have meaningful conversations about how to move forward on this issue. As much as I'm torn about what this is doing and might do to my reputation, I'm actually more torn over what it's doing to the reputation of God and the gospel if we just stay where we are. This is something I have to do.